Well, all this week, the Painters Union has been running radio ads urging support for a Waikiki casino as a way to create jobs. But as the legislative session opened today, state lawmakers took a cautious tone on Hawaii's economic recovery. And as KITV4's Catherine Cruz tells us, they left the door open to the idea of gambling.
One lawmaker joked about it on the floor.
Please lead us not into temptation for a quick fix for gambling.
But the sobering issues that could still impede the state's economic recovery are very real.
The economy is just very fragile.
Say worries about rising fuel costs and the effect on airline seats into Hawaii, as well as the state's underfunded pension plan and health fund. He's also worried about cuts to military spending.
Maybe it's not going to be our soldiers, our naval officers, our Marines and Air Force cadets. It's going to be civilians in the defense spending side that may get the cuts.
In his opening day speech, Say said the House is against new taxes, but he did not close the door to gaming.
The House has always been open, and I just shared with the advocates that if something comes from the Senate, maybe we'll consider it.
Say says last session, gaming measures were heard in committee but failed to get enough votes to get the issue on the floor. Some say holdover bills proposing gambling at Aloha Tower and on Hawaiian homestead lands could be possible vehicles to go forward. Governor Neil Abercrombie's administration said it has no plans to introduce any gaming bills. It insists it is focused on maintaining and growing the economy, but at the same time did not shut the door to the possibility of gaming.
There's many different variations that we're all hearing about, but at this point, I think we are kind of in a wait-and-see mode.
You've got some interesting groups of people that have lined up in support of or in opposition. I can say almost flatly it will not pass this year, particularly during an election year.
Now, we did also check with Senate Majority Leader Brickwood Galataria. He said the most he sees coming out of session this year is a committee to study gaming. Paula.
Catherine, what about allowing something like internet poker?
Well, interestingly, a company briefed lawmakers about that last week. Galataria said that legislators are still pretty cautious about internet gaming since only a handful of states allow it. So he didn't think that was going to go anywhere soon.
All right. Thanks, Catherine. Well, there's much more information online about this year's session. The state's legislature website will allow you to create personalized tracking lists on issues. You can submit testimony and receive notifications as bills progress. You can sign up for that tracking by going to the As Seen On section of KITV.com.